calm has returned to Nepal with the installment of a new interim prime minister after the previous leadership was toppled in anti-government protests. Sushila Karki is a former Supreme Court Chief Justice and Nepal's first female leader. She will lead a 6-month transition to elections scheduled for March 6. Dozens were killed in the unrest that erupted earlier this week over corruption and the government's decision to restrict social media. Let's bring in DW correspondent Adil Bhat from the capital city, Kathmandu. Adil, how are the people of Nepal reacting to the news of an interim prime minister?
Well, Gen Z and generally people are celebrating the announcement of Sushila Karki as the new interim prime minister. For many Gen Z, they see her appointment as a victory. They see it as an appointment because, in a symbolic terms, as well as, because she has promised a change. One, Nepal has got its first woman prime minister, and second, they think that she's going to address Nepal's important issues, fight against corruption, and she will be helping them to give a good governance. That's what they're telling us. But we have like opposition political parties. They're coming up with a new wave of criticism. They say these political parties and apex-layer bodies that they have strongly criticized the president's decision to dissolve parliament. They described the step as unconstitutional. They said we can't have a former chief justice as interim prime minister here. So this move has been seen as a controversial because they're quoting a lot of constitutional obligations. They're saying this doesn't fall what's happening here. So at one side we see Gen Z and other people celebrating, seeing it as a victory, but the opposition political parties, they're warning that any action like this would be unacceptable.
We started this segment, Adil, by saying calm has returned. Are people confident that this is in fact a lasting peace?
Well, nobody can say that there will be a lasting peace. We can say there is some sort of fragile peace because I've been here for the last 1 or 2 days. We still have these pro-monarchy groups who want to restore monarchy back. And they've been protesting, like even before this protest, they were on the streets. They wanted to restore monarchy. You'll be surprised, like why would people have such strong nostalgia for monarchy? Because there was a strong discontent among these Gen Zs. They were fed up with corruption. They were fed up with these nepotistic, tendencies of these political parties. Second, also another reason that we can say that Nepal has a very important strategic location, and even neighboring countries like India as well as China, they have interest in this country. India and China always fight for a dominance here because they want to keep in check for the skate people. But lastly, some people here, if you talk to Gen Z, they find it like, you ask them, they think, yeah, there will be a lasting peace after the announcement of the interim prime minister.
The protests were largely driven by young people, as you referred to earlier, Gen Z. What are they demanding exactly?
Well, the main demand for Gen Z is to get rid of corruption in this country. They want to make Nepal free of corruption. They want investigation into political corruption, misappropriation over the past decades. They want to have this nationalization of illegally held assets by politicians. They want reform in education, health, justice, security, even communications to make this country more functional and more fair and efficient. Many young people see their futures are dependent on going abroad because almost every month thousands of Nepalese go abroad for jobs. They want something that they, some kind of development so that this country can provide them jobs here. Lastly, I think Gen Z are also demanding what happened with Nepalese citizens. Like 19 civilians were killed on the day one, and now we have a death toll of more than 51. They want justice for them. They are asking for accountability and justice for these people who were killed in the last couple of days.
Adil Bhat in Kathmandu, as ever. Thank you.
Thank you.